sorry, what did you say? I actually was too busy bopping to the intro sound.
We were complimenting your hair.
We were commenting on your silver foxy.
He's trying to look like me.
Blue.
It's blue. Well, it's kind of like a blue purple, but obviously I'm just trying to look like PJ.
I mean, don't we all? Santa.
Yeah.
The morph is slowly getting.
Don't they say you start you start to look like your boss or some shit? I don't know.
I thought it was your dog.
yeah. That's
really?
your dog, but
I could be your dog,
but,
PJ.
There you go. Sit.
This is getting awkward.
I got a.
It always does.
I got this leash if you want, Pagan.
Oh.
Don't tempt me with a good time, sir.
And a ball gag, I think.
What did that take us? 90 seconds to get in the gutter?
Yeah. Well, listen.
Yeah, that's...
And we don't even have
Me
Nolan
and you
here
were in the
anymore.
same
It's
video.
like,
Like, it's gonna get in the gutter pretty quick.
I have to be a good boy though, because
Sorry.
people make comments when I talk.
Yeah, apologies.
Make comment. Yeah, only when you talk about.
You
I guess,
shit on everything else.
Yeah, it's true.
I've
But only when you
offended
talk
some
about Elvis.
people in my day.
Yeah. Well, between the Elvis stands and the Justice League stands, I think me and you have pretty much divided the internet.
Yes.
Well, welcome to Trailer Talk. We are going to watch all the trailers.
Everything.
All the trailers?
Everything. Basically every trailer. I don't even know what happened. Like last week, it was sort of like, I guess everybody was like, you know what? Let's just drop it. We're gonna drop like the most hyped trailer ever, Indiana Jones. The most hyped TV show in the last 6 months, The Last of Us. Oh, by the way, no one even knew this was coming, but here's a Transformers trailer. What?
I thought they stopped making Transformers videos, but there we are.
I did too. I was like,
here we are.
This was
Wait,
dead.
there's more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Michael Bay's
there's
like,
more.
nope. I need more money. I need another beach house in Miami. So there's a new Transformers movie, and Marvel was like, you know what? We gave you Indiana Jones, but we're also going to give you Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer teaser. So and listen, there was a cocaine bear trailer in there, and we're not even going to watch that because there's just too much going on. I'm a
Maybe
little
next time.
upset too.
Too much cocaine.
So there's a lot to unpack. I think we kind of just need to jump right into it. Is there a trailer here that I've mentioned, guys? Do any of you have like a favorite that you're excited to see, or
The Last of Us.
Okay, all right. Last of Us for Pagan. Stephanie, do you have a trailer? Oh, Indiana. Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones.
No time for love, Dr. Jones. The problem with... Well, I'll get into it. I won't even get into it. PJ, do you
I don't even know what we're watching today.
Awesome.
I just sat down.
We love it.
You just said
It's a documentary.
coming in ignorant. I like it.
Yeah,
We love it.
it's my life.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Indiana Jones. I'm with you on Stephanie. I'm with. I mean, just to see. God, we're gonna watch that trailer in a minute, but man, wow.
I think I'm going to say some cranky things here.
Let's
There's
go.
Another Indiana Jones coming out. What the?
Yeah,
There is
It's the
one.
redemption.
Old
It's the
Man
redemption
Jones.
story.
Ooh, another Marvel. Yay. And Transformers. Oof.
I know, right?
It's the nerd
Franchise.
day for you.
There's really
I'm
only
sick
one.
of this shit.
One
Tired
property.
retreads over and over and over. You want to see this many? Watch a TV series.
Well, we are gonna watch a trailer for a TV series.
Which one's
She's
that
been
one?
crying about it. She loves
The
Indiana
Last
of
Jones
Us.
so much.
I
She's
am.
getting emotional.
So much. So much.
You just can't like good things, can you? You know.
Good.
It's okay. Yeah. The problem is here. Well, I won't get into it. I think we
I
grew up
won't
in a
Don't
long
get
era.
into it. Let's get into it. What is it?
No. Well, I think here's the thing. I think a lot of what we're gonna watch is
shit?
harkening back to a time where let's just call it the 80s, because that's where
Let's
a lot
just
of
call
the
it
stuff
the
comes.
80s.
Let's just call it the 80s. You know, Indiana Jones is like from the 80s, right? You know, created in I think the first movie came out in what was it 80?
Oh God.
84? Wasn't Raiders?
81.
81. And then I think Last Crusade was the final one was like 88, I think, or something like
89.
that. But
yeah.
89. Okay. Thanks.
Is it the one with Sean Connery?
Yeah. So I mean, you know, that it's been X amount of years now since 89, since because we don't really count the Crystal Skull, do we? Does anybody
I don't
here
think
like that
anybody
movie?
does. Anybody
No.
I've asked her are just like,
That
there's
movie-
3 movies. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
okay.
owned
there
that
really
DVD and it literally disappeared.
Yeah. It killed itself because that's how bad
It
that
did.
It was
It
like,
is.
no one needs to watch me. I'll just disappear.
No.
Into
Poor
the
that
dark.
poor DVD.
Transformers, I haven't watched Transformers. Like, I only watched like the Shia LaBeouf one. The one I wanted to see was Bumblebee, but I haven't seen that yet. So like,
that's the good one.
I'm like behind.
Yeah, I actually agree.
So
I haven't seen
basically-
any of them other than the Shia LaBeouf ones.
Yeah, and
Basically
Transformers
what you're
again,
saying,
an 80s,
Drew.
80s property, an 80s TV cartoon.
Truth.
So basically, there's a whole bunch of millennials that are getting older now, and they're reminiscing of the '80s and the shit they watched back then, and they need some sort of dopamine hit, so they're gonna retread this stuff. Is that what it is? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know if it's a dopamine hit,
Don't
but
think it's
yeah,
a millennial
it's
thing. Either.
yeah, I don't. I wouldn't call myself a millennial, but more Gen Z. Yeah.
Pop
No,
culture.
as if you're Gen Z, true.
Not
Shit, you-
Down with the
sorry,
kids. Much
What's
such.
the one
Yes.
before millennial? It's
Except the laugh.
Oh,
Boomer?
it's isn't it?
Boomer.
Boomer and X Gen.
baby boomers, yeah.
It is
Yeah,
true
when
though.
were you
Like they were
born?
before.
Drew, when were you
millennials.
born?
Probably X Gen.
Yeah.
80. So I'm
Yeah,
right on the
you're-
cutoff
you're-
between. No, most.
Gen Z is
Yeah.
97, buddy. You ain't even close.
No, I know. Sorry,
Yeah.
I meant
We
to
were just
say.
fucking-
I meant to say
X-Gen.
baby
Gen
baby
X.
baby boomers.
I'm a
Is it Gen
millennial.
X? Yeah.
Gen
Is
X?
it Gen X? Yeah, it's Gen X.
Someone in the
I
chat
know
will
I'm
correct
terrible
us.
at those things. But yeah, so well, why don't we start with Transformers? I mean,
Alright.
it's really the most 80s of the 80s trailers.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
I remember Beast
Wait,
Wars
let
as
me
a
get
kid.
it.
That
Hold
was
on.
awesome. I know that's
Right?
probably unrelated, but I remember
I'll
Beast
go
Wars.
fine.
kid
Which
was
one are we gonna go with? What are we going
Transformers.
Transformers.
with? I
Rise
got
of
her
the
ready.
Beasts.
All right, okay. In 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, that's pretty.
Jungle.
You love a jungle.
Millions of years. The city.
New
lived.
York was around.
Transformed. Get it? The world. Transformed.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Stand down.
Yeah, Optimus.
I'm not the one to fear, Prime. There is a darkness coming.
He's a,
Oh, we fucking love it, Optimus Prime.
Never heard that line before.
yeah, old school.
Bumblebee died.
Nice.
oh okay.
Roll out.
Oh, I like that.
A nightmare.
That's pretty cool.
That's okay. Whoa.
Ooh.
That's cool.
I like that.
Okay.
Same.
So it is a mix of
Dude,
Beast Wars.
RC.
Of all the threats, from both your past and future, you've never faced anything like this. Let them come.
Dude, anytime Peter calls me, I get it.
It's like, it's, oh,
And if you don't know, now you know.
This can't be real. This can't be real. Oh, it's real.
sick. That was smooth. Smooth.
That was pretty cool.
I
mean, I'm not gonna lie.
legit was just saying
I'd want a
about
Transformer.
Beast Wars, but like that's the only thing Transformers ever used to remind me of is Beast Wars. I didn't literally know. I've not seen this trailer. I did not know
okay.
that they were actually putting the Beast Wars in fucking Transformers film.
Yeah.
Okay, that made
Yeah.
me squee a little bit. I'm a bit squee inside. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the Beasts, the Rise of the Beast, Beast Wars. Yeah. So I mean, I grew up on old school original 80s Transformers. So seeing Optimus Prime and Bumblebee look like more like the original like cartoon versions, like he's got more of the because in Michael Bay kind of turned them into more of these bulky robots where this version of Optimus Prime, you know, like the face plate, it's more box. He's got the boxy frame. He's got the face mask that looks more angled. Like he looks more like he originally did. Like if you were to go buy the toy, it would look like that, like what you just saw
Yeah.
on screen. So that's cool. So that's kind of got me nerding out. They kind of and they're also using the Bumblebee who from the 2018 film that they redid, the Bumblebee movie.
Mm-hmm.
So they're using that look too, which was more like the original cartoon. So that's got me excited. I wasn't as much into the Beast Wars stuff, but this still looks. I mean, listen, the movies aren't great. The Transformers movies aren't great, but I'm still gonna watch it. I don't know what do you guys think?
I grew up watching Beast Wars, the television show. So that's really how I came across Transformers. I didn't know about Transformers really until say like the Shia LaBeouf Michael Bay film. But obviously I know that they're like Beast Wars is a sector of Transformers, right? It's a whole thing. I just never was into like Transformers, Gundam, or anything like that. I was just only into Beast Wars, the show. So seeing this in the trailer, honestly, is like it's hitting a nostalgia nerve that I cannot even explain. Like when you see the gorilla come out, wasn't it Optimus Primal?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. And then the cheater is Cheetor. And he was fucking sick. I loved his character. He was my favorite. So this is kind of like hitting a really big nostalgia nerve for me. However, do I really want to go see this after watching the trailer? Not really. Like, it's cool.
Not really.
Like, yeah, it was cool. I mean, I think it's sound. Like, if anything, I want to go watch the original Beast Wars animation because that was fucking great when I was a kid.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trailer didn't really entice me to be like, ooh, I really want to go watch this. Other than the fact that I'm like, nostalgia, cool.
PJ, you're just scowling over
PJ's
there.
like,
You're just not. This is not.
It's called trailer talk, right?
Maybe. I mean, we might
So
rename it
as
after
a
whatever
trailer, it was well done. I mean, it had its cliches, but the whole thing is a cliche. It had its, pulls those lines out. But I thought the trailer didn't tell me so much of the story that I already knew what happened. I mean, obviously, you know what happens because an evil force comes up and the good guys got to go fight the bad guys, and that's the big fight at the end. And that's every single movie's made like that. But the trailer did a good job in it showing me little pieces of tech, like when the car broke into five and with that girl robot. Like it showed me enough. It showed me enough of new stuff that I was tech that I was like, well, that's cool. I'm not going to watch this. I'm just, it's
the girl,
like,
so
I know what it is.
The girl robot is RC, who originally appeared in Transformers the movie. She was one of the new characters introduced in Transformers, the original cartoon movie that came out.
Because I didn't recognize her.
I think 88.
Yeah.
So that's a cool callback as well in the trailer. So like again, that's got my nerd. Like the Transformers the movie cartoon is incredible. Like it's one of those like you put on a pedestal cartoon film.
I think with all these trailers that we have coming out and the state of Hollywood and how hard it is right now to make money off movies, you can't fault the executives for going back to the well and doing stuff that they know can print money for them. But I honestly believe right now that my entertainment time is better spent on television. I mean, the shit that they're making on television is better than any movie I've seen come out lately. Like there's just so much better storytelling there and risk taking and I don't understand. They're not cheap anymore. What they're spending on the TV series are insane. But like these trailers we're watching today, it's just like, come on, I've seen it, done there, been there a lot. So I turn to television now to find things that are intriguing and different, which wasn't the case. I mean, years ago, it was movies only had the exciting stuff. Now it's like TV's got the best stuff.
Yeah, you could argue that.
Like, what was the last movie that you saw come out that like was a theater-esque movie or something that you really were intrigued?
Top Gun kind of. I mean,
Top Gun
it was well
great,
done. Top Gun,
anything-
well, it was a retread, but Top Gun was well done.
Anything, everywhere, all at once.
Everything, yeah.
Anything, everywhere, all at once was fucking
incredible.
Now, was that a movie or is that a Netflix original?
It's a movie.
It was a movie.
It was a movie. It got Oscar.
A24 film. It didn't have a huge release, but yeah, it was a film.
It's very it's highly acclaimed. I think you should watch it without knowing anything about it.
If they want to get people, are they thinking that this is what's going to get people back in the theater? Because honestly, these type of movies you do need to watch in a movie theater. The experience of the sound and the largeness of it. You if you're not watching this in a movie theater, you might as well watch it on the airplane, right? I think that you got to go in the movie theater to enjoy a movie like this.
Yeah, I agree. I think certain types of films warrant themselves to be more movie theater experiences versus like a rom-com. You kind of are like, okay, I could wait till that's on my at home on my television. I mean, Stephanie, how you vibing on this?
I mean, I felt like, I didn't watch, was it Beast of War?
Beast Wars,
growing
yeah.
up, so like my first like experience was like the Shia LaBeouf movies, and I always loved like the sound effects, like the Transformers made when they're changing into their forms, and I was like, that was so cool. So like I agree, like I would need to see that in a theater. This is definitely like an action movie. Like there's a lot of fights. It doesn't feel like previous Transformers movies that I've seen, which I also kind of like, because it's not like sexy Megan Fox and Shia LaBeouf who likes her, but he's too afraid to like, really have a relationship with her, and he keeps on messing things up somehow. And I did like how that one had like the same kind of people going from movie to movie, but I like this is all like new people that we haven't seen as far as I know.
Yeah, new story apparently. Yeah.
So I like that it's brand new. I like the tech in this. I like the coloring of the trailer. In the trailer, like it does feel really nice. And it feels like a really like action packed, like fun movie in that sense. Will it be good? I have no idea, but I have no idea what's going to happen, and I like that.
Yeah. I think, I mean, just to wrap up, we have a lot to go through, but I think I think if you're a fan of Transformers, I think what this movie does is sort of says like, hey, if you didn't like the Michael Bay versions, like those 6 other movies or 5 other Michael Bay films, this is literally the 7th Transformers film. Can you believe that?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so if you didn't like those, like, check this out. We've sort of like redesigned things. It's a different vibe. Like, if you like the 2018 Bumblebee film, which is actually, listen guys, go give that a go. If you haven't watched that, it's actually pretty good. It's actually not a bad movie. It's done pretty well.
Check it out.
So if you like the vibe of that, I feel like this is sort of leaning into that a little bit more, that look as well. The trailer doesn't seem too silly. I think when you go back to the Shia LaBeouf films, they just seem silly, right? It just seems like they leaned more into like these like gags, right? And you're kind of like, it was more for the kids. I think this might be more for the adults. I'm maybe, I don't know. It's just a teaser trailer, but there just doesn't seem to be a lot of gags that they are showing here. So I'm hopeful. I agree with you guys. It has a big hill to climb, and it may not find that audience. So we'll see.
We got to get moving. We got a lot to do today.
Let's
Next
go. I was gonna say that remember you guys were making quotes earlier from Data? Was it Data from Indiana Jones?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No time for love, Dr. Jones.
Was he called Data? No, he was called Short Round.
No, Short Round.
But he was Data in the Goonies. He's actually in Everything Everywhere All at Once. So I highly recommend watching that. All right, let's go.
And he just won a what was it? Not a People's Choice, Critics' Choice.
Oh, the
Award.
Critics'
Choice. Oh, very cool. Yeah. He's
had
great.
A really good speech.
Maybe he'll be in this. I don't know. That would be kind of cool though. Anyway.
It would be, yeah.
Sorry.
All right, let's go. Indiana Jones is next. I am stoked.
Let's go.
Count her
In 3, 2, 1, play.
Helmet head.
I miss the desert.
It's a beautiful shot.
Hello, old friend.
Just looks so good.
I miss the sea.
Oh wow.
He's still teaching.
He's teaching
Waking up
again.
every morning.
Ooh.
Is this flashing back to like
Adventure the new day will bring to us.
the other films?
It looks pretty.
Those days have come and gone.
Perhaps not.
Oh my goodness!
I don't believe in magic,
There it is.
but a few times in my life, I've seen
Oh my
things,
god.
things I can't explain.
What is happening?
Look at
I've come
that.
to believe it's not so much what you believe.
Oh.
Yes.
It's how hard you believe it.
Dude, hit
Yeah.
Music.
Very cool.
Oh, it's Marvel now.
The whip. So good.
That horse. Oh, not the horsey, not the horsey. Okay.
The dial
I
of
fucking love this next part. You done fucked up, Jones.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Wow.
That was cool.
You got to watch that in the movie theater.
You
Yeah.
do,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely you do, yeah.
If
Oh
you
my
don't, you
gosh.
just don't watch it. Can you believe he's 80 fucking years old?
What? No?
Harrison Ford
Google
is
it.
80. He was born in 1942.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
His movies have grossed more than $5.4 billion.
Jesus.
I love this man so much.
Wow.
Yeah, I've always liked Harrison Ford.
He's such a great.
He's old though. They're.
Oh my
I
God.
love that they got an old guy starring. I remember one time
That's
I
great,
was
yeah.
with. I think I've told this story before, but I had a meeting with Lionsgate, and I was pitching a film. I was really young in my career. So I think it was the first film I ever wrote, and I'm at some film festival somewhere. It was, I don't remember where it was. I think it was at Cannes, and I sat down and I'm pitching him, and the executive's sitting there, and the executive stops, and he goes, "Is this about old people?" And I go, well, the main kid, the two characters, they end up being, they're old. And he finished his coffee, put his shit away, and goes, "We don't make movies about old people," and got up and left me there.
Rude.
Unbelievable.
Some of the best films have older protagonists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
fuck that guy. Rude.
And here's
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
And
saying,
now we got an
now we have an 80-year-old
we got an
action star.
80-year-old.
Let's go.
Although
Harrison.
he's being de-aged in some scenes that are
actually
interesting.
looks good.
Well, I
and-
feel like
and
that's
it
a
looks
flashback,
actually
right?
really
It's
good.
supposed to be flashbacks, I presume, to previous era, and maybe it's like the unseen stuff we didn't see in the other films.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I do
Or-
like the de-aging
or-
though. I do think it did look good.
It does. Yeah, it actually looks pretty incredible. That's some of the best de-aging I've seen.
Yeah.
Normally
Yeah.
it's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
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 And he was
I mean,
so against it. He was like, I didn't want to do anything with that unless it looked good. And
Yeah.
it looks
it looks
Good.
it looks
Very
kind of
good.
uncanny.
Who shot this?
oh,
Who's Yudnis Yaminsky doesn't shoot anymore, right? Or did he die?
well, this
I mean, I
isn't.
think he should-
This is directed not by Spielberg.
It's James
Oh.
Mangold is the director,
Yeah.
but I can find out who the
The
who
DP.
actually shot it. Cinematographer is
Yeah. I mean, so we get to, just to kind of break down the trailer real quick. We get some great shots. Obviously, it's the title. We get the reveal of the name, which is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. We don't quite know what that
Sundial?
is. Yeah, sundial. Yeah,
Possibly.
we may get a glimpse of it in the trailer. We're not sure. It could just be an artifact that leads to the Dial of Destiny. There's obviously we get shots of Mads Mikkelsen. Gosh, I'll probably never say his name right, but once again playing a villain here, a Nazi villain.
A Nazi.
So we know Nazis are
Yeah,
still
so
alive and kicking. I think this takes
Yeah.
place in 1969.
nice.
So, but to what end we don't know. There's some great shots here of like a ticket tape parade. There's an interesting little Easter egg when he's teaching there. It looks like he's showing like a space one of the capsules that are coming in, one of the landing capsules. So there's rumors that NASA has a play in this. There's rumors that time travel could have a play in this because of the de-aging. So there could be some time travel things going on here. So there's a lot to unpack. I mean, this is all rumors, but no one really knows. It's been pretty tight-lipped, which is
that's
great.
Kind of my theory.
Which is what we want. I'm
You
kind
know,
of hoping
it-
it doesn't go into time travel, but I'm interested. To
I
hear
think
what
it will,
you guys think.
and I don't mind it.
It's hard not to
I-
compare Indiana Jones and Uncharted for me. They're kind of the same family. Why does this look so much better?
It looks great.
This is by Fendon Papa Mikhail. Mikhail? Fendon Papa Mikhail. Sorry if I
think
butchered
for
your
me,
name
it's
there,
like
buddy.
the
I think
star
he's
power.
Hi, bye, Boulette.
Like the character.
yeah, Greek. Sorry.
Of Indiana Jones, it's like he's been around for so long. And that's something like I got really into like treasure hunting movies. So like I watched this all the time. I watched National Treasure. I watched The Mummy. Like I just was in, like I just covered myself in this world. I was into it. I wanted to be an archaeologist, kind of, but in another
Wow,
world.
it took a left turn, huh?
They did. Creativity won. Creativity won.
I don't know. She's still working with fossils.
Oh.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I'm excited for this. Oh
She's
my
still
God.
laughing at her own
I
joke.
fucking love that. I'm so witty sometimes.
It was a good one. It was a
Doesn't
good
work
one.
if you're.
I never
if you're
toot my
cocky
own
about
horn.
it.
Fuck you guys. All right, go ahead.
Does this feel like very reminiscent of The Last Crusade though? Because the entire time I'm watching this, I felt like there was a lot of odes. Like even for me, like what's his name? I thought it was something else before. Walter Donovan, who was the bad guy in The Last Crusade. Like he mentioned, like, oh, you don't know who you can trust. Like you can't trust anyone. And that's kind of like the same thing in here. Like you don't know who's a Nazi, who's not a Nazi.
That's
So
interesting.
like,
Ooh,
is
okay. Sure.
Phoebe's character like another Elsa? Like is she secretly like a bad guy or is she a good guy? I also don't know, like as far as like the fourth movie, like how much
Which
of
one?
that reigns true into this movie. Like what's going on? Because he seems very single. He seems very alone. Doesn't seem like he has a child and a wife at home. Like he's just kind of working.
Maybe they forgot
Yeah.
about it. Maybe it's not canon.
Maybe.
Maybe they've just been like, you know, it's
Maybe.
not canon.
Yeah.
The first
There's
three
no
were.
Shia LaBeouf. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no. We don't get any sense of Marion is in this film either. So they've kind of like gotten. Not. I mean, who knows? There could be nods to it, or it could be like
Yeah.
an explanation, like they're off on their own adventure. But
I do think the Dial of Destiny, it's kind of like your Holy Grail or your Ark of the Covenant. Like the Nazis are trying to find something. It seems like it's
Right.
in Egypt in like a Roman temple, like that they're going to. That's like been buried underneath the sands, maybe, or maybe it's somewhere else. But I
Could
feel
be
like there
Greek.
is like time travel in this, just because I'm like, I feel like the Nazis don't like how things ended and they would want to go back and maybe try to like change time. So whether we
Yeah.
actually
Sure.
physically go back in time, I hope not. Maybe just like a
Yeah.
little bit, but I don't
Yeah.
want that to be like the whole movie.
I agree.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair.
there's an interesting shot too at like the 1 minute and 1 second. There's like this plane is going into some sort of rift. I think that's too another kind of teaser of like maybe there's some sort of portal being opened here, or time travel is still a part of this. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's kind of a gimmick. It's hard to do time travel right, you know, because there's always
Yeah.
loopholes, right? It's hard to make it to where like, well, now that's part of this world, now anything can happen, you know. So it's sort of it's always hard to get it right. Even like people hark on Endgame, right? Because some of
Yeah.
the mechanics in time travel don't quite line up from a plot standpoint.
Sure.
So it'd be interesting if that is part of the plot, if they kind of nail that or not. But
Also,
I agree.
Antonio
God,
Banderas is in this.
They're saying the budget's coming in between 240 and 280.
Wow.
Can I get some of that money?
It's expensive
I know,
film.
seriously. You see
50%
it on
of
the
that
screen, though.
went into Harrison Ford's pocket. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, probably.
Probably because he was like, I'm never doing another Indiana Jones movie. He's like, oh yeah, how about this
No.
much?
Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
Okay, how about this much? All right, hold on.
Nope.
I've added 6
They-
zeros. What do you think
Yeah.
about this? Like, he's like, all right, I'll
They
take
spent
it.
185 on number 4.
Fuck.
That's a lot of, and that was
That's a lot
13
of
years ago.
money.
That's a lot of money, man, on a movie. It looks good though. Like when as a producer
looks
sitting
really
there and
good.
seeing all those shots, you're like, what the fuck that cost? Like,
Like,
you
there's a
just
lot of
kept
shots,
thinking that
yeah.
the whole time.
I mean, just the ticker tape parade stuff looks like. I
Mhm.
mean, like
It
the amount of
looks cool.
extras, or is all of that
Extras
CG?
in
Like, what is happening?
costume.
Well, a
You'd
lot
also
of
have to
this-
have old
mean-
cars. Like you have to. Oh God.
I went
Period.
through
So
this
much.
frame by
Crazy.
frame, and that was kind of a mistake because, like, yeah, it is. I think a lot of it is like CG, or, like, I don't know if it's also like the contrast and the color, but there are times where I'm like, oh, that's not Harrison's face on his body, but
Oh,
maybe,
yeah.
you know, like,
Interesting.
like it's just kind
Aw.
of interesting. Like, it's amazing how much, like, as an editor, like, you probably going frame by frame editing this movie, just trying to make sure everything looks good. Like, I can't imagine VFX artists. Praise be.
Very good.
Yeah.
Matt
Really.
Shaughnessy, is that Shaughnessy? Is that what he's saying?
Shaun
He
of
brought up
Steel.
a movie, 12 Monkeys. He's
Oh,
saying he
great
likes
movie.
anything
Yes.
12 time travel. The original one with Brad Pitt, that was a good movie. I like that.
Yeah,
movie.
the TV shows actually that they did on 12 Monkeys was good too.
Yeah,
Todd
our buddy's in there.
Stashwick's in that.
Todd's
Yeah.
in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what's up
We're gonna
next?
move on to Guardians of the Galaxy.
I mean, do we? I mean, I could talk about Indiana Jones for days.
I know, same.
I think it's safe to say we're all going to go see this. I think it's safe
Yes.
to say that we're all cautiously hoping this is great, right? Like,
Absolutely.
It needs to be.
Yeah, but I'm
it
going in
just
the movie
needs to
theater.
be great.
Yeah, I want to
and
go see it in the
and I-
theater.
And I think it will be great because I think they know what the sentiment that or the taste that Crystal Skull left in all of our mouths. So I think they're going to strive to make this great.
Agree.
I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful. So
Yeah.
and it so far the trailer's delivering on that. On
Truth.
That promise.
Yeah.
All right.
That was good.
All right,
All right.
Let's
tee up
line it up.
Guardians.
Let's go in 3, 2, 1, play.
Wait.
Wait. Stop. Everybody stop. Go back.
What the
Wait, stop.
hell?
I have
Well,
not
sorry.
hit play yet.
You were
Drew had
doing,
not hit
yeah,
play.
3, 2.
What? Well, wait.
right,
Let me go
now,
back.
right.
Hold
We all good?
on.
Jesus.
Now.
Let me know when I
Counter
can release.
All right. Okay. We're good in 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, that's a nice little change.
We
in the
were gone.
logo.
Okay.
For quite a while.
Were you?
But no matter what happens next, the galaxy still needs its
doesn't-
guardians. Hello, we
Oh my God,
come in
Groot.
peace.
Oh, where the hell are they?
What is this?
I know, right?
Oh
Oh shit!
Come on, Drax.
What you
Seriously,
doing,
dude?
buddy?
That is funny.
Oh,
That's great.
nice music hit.
Don't forget
Oh, it's so good.
where we came from.
Among
We
Us?
have been running our whole lives.
Oh my god.
Pete,
I can't get over
I'm
Buster.
done running.
What is that? Ooh, I like her hair.
What the hell's happening?
So good.
We'll all fly
lost.
away together.
No!
One last time. Into the forever.
Oh.
That
Yeah, that doesn't
beautiful
look good.
sky.
Oh, it's an otter. Oh,
Is that Will Twitter?
it was.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Adam Warlock.
We'll kill anyone who gets in our way.
No, not kill anyone.
Kill a few people.
Kill no people.
Kill one guy, one stupid guy who no one loves.
Now you're just making it sad.
One stupid guy who no one loved. Batista is so
my
fucking
God.
funny, man. Like,
He's so
I,
good
I
at
feel
that.
like you wouldn't
Can
think
someone-
it to look at him. You wouldn't think he's funny, but he's hilarious.
Explain to me why there's dead people that are walking around in there. Like, I thought
Why-
Saldana died.
No, she came
Well,
back.
no.
Remember in Endgame?
Kind of.
She's
Yeah,
a,
Endgame
she's a
kinda
variant.
fixed
She's a
everything.
variant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a variant. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense now.
Yeah.
She's
She
she's
messed
from
with
the
the
other
other
She's not.
universe.
She's not the same Gamora.
the same
from
Gamora.
That from the other two
Oh,
films.
Got
she's,
it. Yeah.
She
Okay, I
doesn't
understand.
know.
It's a
She's not in
variant
love
play.
with
Got it.
Quill here in this world.
So was that always meant to happen? Because like now with like Loki, we had like time police. Like, so
No
how is she
idea.
not being like plucked out?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh,
like
plot
after being
hole.
left.
Plot
Plot hole.
Yeah.
Like, was
no,
it always
I mean, she
meant
could
to
be
be
on the
that
run.
way?
It's
She
a
could
way
be.
for them to kill people
She
in
could
the
be.
movies, create emotion, and then bring them back for another
Exactly.
sequel.
Truth.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
Brilliant
Curious.
technique. I'm sorry. Brilliant
Mhm.
technique. The person should get extra money for whoever came up with that idea.
Stanley.
Here's a question for you. I love Guardians of the
go.
Galaxy 1. Just thought it was unbelievable. 2
Yeah.
didn't do as good. What is it
Okay.
about these that I just like? And you know me, I'm not into these anymore. I'm done with them,
Poulter.
all the different
Mhm.
Marvels and DC movies. I'm just not there. But this one I want to watch. Why do you think? I don't know why. Is it the
I feel
humor?
like-
Is it the
Yeah,
characters?
it's got a good balance. I think there's a good balance of
Mhm.
humor, and that's not too like it's not too in your face humor, if you know what I mean. Like it's
Mhm.
not slapstick in a way, but there is some slapstick, and it's just like this really good balance of all these different elements. There's also like a serious tone. There's clearly a serious undertone with Rocket's backstory somehow being tested on, and then there's an otter. He's reunited with an otter, and that seems like that person could have been imprisoned and tested on as well. And it just seems like they're playing a really good balance on your emotions.
And everything that weird tentacle thing in space, they're always doing it just They take the first 4 ideas, throw them away, and go with their 5th, 6th, 7th idea, I think, which makes it different and fresh. They're like, there's nothing tried and old in any of this one. Is it? I don't know. I hope it holds up in the movie. And I think the characters of Pratt, his delivery is perfect for this. And Batista brings in a different element. So I don't know. You know me, I bitch at these things all the time, but I'm going to watch this.
Yeah, that use of that Space Hog song in the meantime, brilliant. Like that, James. I'll give James Gunn all the credit in the world. The guy knows music and just can perfectly pick songs to elicit the emotion that you need to get across in the scenes that he is showing. Like that is an epic teaser trailer. It's perfect. The way the logo hits at the end when it kind of it ignites like a neon, like it's so like there's something expertly done here in this trailer that gave me goosebumps watching it. I wasn't that excited. Like I like Guardians, they're not my favorite, but they're great films. I think they're better than they should be. Let me put it that way. But man, this trailer was just like chef's kiss. It makes you feel something in the 90 seconds that this trailer has. And it makes you feel like, oh my God, something bad's going to happen. But oh my God, I can't wait to watch this. It's well done. That's a well done.
It was a well done trailer.
Stephanie, what are your thoughts? I know they're teasing this like somebody's not going to make it. Who do you think it's going to be, and what are your thoughts here?
Well, I mean, they're framing it to be Rocket. That's like there's like a tiny little white tube, and I'm like, okay, that can't be for like, I don't know, Drax or Groot. Which is Groot not visual effects in this? Is that practical? Is that somebody wearing a costume?
Very much could be, honestly.
Or like an animatronic.
Interesting.
Because it looks really fucking good. And he's really buff. Like he's like bulky.
Yeah,
and
he's
like,
been working out.
Throwing me off from
Groot
like
has been
Endgame.
working out.
He has. Also, Cosmo Superdog is in this. Adam Warlock.
Adam Warlock,
which is pretty cool. Like you only see him for a few seconds, and then there's another character that I'm not familiar with. But like going back to Death, I mean, I don't know. Like it looks like they're carrying Quill in one, like Nebula's carrying Quill at one point. So I think it could be. I think it's definitely going to be something that's going to hit us in the feels. Like the second movie did a great job of like doing that with Mary Poppins and like just all this stuff that you really felt sad in the end for that death. And
is it an end for him? Like he's over at DC now, right? He's the big honcho over there. Is he going to be able to come back and do any more of these, or is this his swan song?
This is his final Guardians. This he's kind of said, and a lot of the actors have said, when James Gunn is done doing Guardians, I'm done doing Guardians. So there's a lot of sense that this could be the final Guardians of the Galaxy film. So that's why I think there's going to be a bit of a bow tied up on this movie where they could choose to kind of put the characters in other properties, but as far as them being together, I think this might be the last time we see these characters.
We didn't see cameos from a couple of people we know are going to be in there. One in particular. I don't know if you can say anything, and I didn't see the alien either.
I have no idea
if they're not listed on IMDb, then you probably can't say.
Look, Drew and I are on the inside, man. We saw some stuff.
If you could just check the all cast list on IMDb and then just let us know if they're there, then it's great. Because if they're not there, shut the fuck up. Because you're gonna get a lawsuit so hard. Damn. We don't need that. We don't need it.
We do not need that.
We do not.
I didn't. The one I know of, I didn't see them. So maybe it'll come out in another trailer because it was the first trailer.
What is?
No, this is the first time we've seen this. So.
Yeah, it's the first trailer, so see more.
Or chat, are you familiar at all with the comics? Because people are making fun of the colorful suits, and they're like, "Oh, is that Among Us?" And James Gunn is like, "No, it's not Among Us."
Among
Us.
Is that in
the comics
oh my
somewhere?
God! I feel
like that outfit.
I
just think that. Yeah, I don't know.
Just something fun.
I think that might be just something fun. The Guardians movies have always been very colorful, which is great.
Yeah, and he has no problem doing that.
Yeah.
Also, does that mean that like somebody's gay? Like there's like LGBTQ plus? Like Peter Quill's supposed to be bi, isn't he?
I don't know.
Is he?
Isn't he in the comics?
I don't know.
Or is that Thor?
I think.
I don't know. I presume Thor as well because Thor's a god.
Yeah. Why not? I don't think the Asgardians.
Literally, like, why would you limit yourself?
Yeah, yeah. They just want to drink and party.
Yeah, out of everybody, they're just kind of like, sure, absolutely.
I don't know.
That was the thing.
I don't
know.
I don't think we need to get political
No,
on it,
it's
but I in the
No.
sense that, but I think I think he's still into Zoe Saldana or Gamora,
Okay.
right? I think that's always going to be his.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
one more. We got work to do today. What's up next?
All right.
The Last of Us.
Oh my God.
Dun.
Oh my
Bring her
God.
up and count
Okay.
that shit down.
Sorry.
So before we had watched, was that a teaser? That was just a teaser, right?
Yeah. Oh wait.
The Guardians one?
for Guardians?
For the Last of Us.
No, this is.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
the first Last of Us trailer we watched. I think it released on. I forget. Was it? In New
Yeah,
York
it was
City
around like
Comic-Con,
the
I
Super
think?
Bowl or something, and it was just
okay.
it
Or
was just
Super
a
Bowl, yeah.
teaser, really.
Yeah, it was like really short. I think only
Yeah.
like
a minute.
60 seconds,
Yeah.
if that.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the full trailer. This is probably the longest trailer we'll get before it
Very
airs.
stretch.
I think.
Take a minute. Let's go.
The 16th, I think.
Let's go.
Stretch.
Or the January 15th. But
Okay.
yeah. So this is pretty much probably the most footage we'll see.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Pressing play in 3, 2, 1, play.
If you don't
Tell
think
me
there's
that.
hope for the
There he
world,
is.
I like him.
why bother going on?
You haven't
Looks a
seen
lot
the
like
world,
12 Monkeys.
so you don't know.
Oh no, no,
Keep
no.
going for family.
No, thank you.
I'm
Oh,
not
Sam.
family.
No. Your cargo.
Your cargo.
Why are you so important?
Somewhere out west, they're working on a cure. I think what really impressed them was the fact that I didn't turn into a monster.
If she so much as
Oh, God.
twitches,
It's okay.
Perfect.
No, the guys from Chernobyl.
if I'm taking you with me, do what I say when I say it.
That's fine.
You got any advice on the best way west? Yeah, go east. You've come this far. Then you know what's out there.
Whoa.
You're not gonna scare us.
Nope, I'm good.
Scared him?
I'm scared.
You have a greater purpose than any of us could have ever imagined.
Yes. Oh, Meryl, fucking legend.
There's Ashley.
Was that Ashley? Oh my fuck.
Careful who you put your
Good
feet
song.
You might not be her father, but you were someone's.
Wow. Not seen Ashley in that bed before.
You trust me?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, that's nice.
Finally.
Oh,
Here comes the bloater.
Yes.
He's gonna.
yeah, I'm good.
And it looks so threatening.
Interesting. That was interesting the
God.
way they did that.
Yeah.
That was a nice trailer.
Mm-hmm.
That was the way they made it. I don't know. Like all the. I don't know.
What do-
You don't know?
what do
It
you-
kind of
What do you
it
not
looked a little bit like one of those Western movies for a long, long time. And then at the end, you saw there was little shots. There's one where they're walking with the guns, and you saw the guy in the back. I don't think this is the last trailer you're going to see.
No, probably not.
Probably not. There's probably going to be some TV shorter teaser trailers, for to promote it. But this is probably the longest trailer we'll get. But yeah, there might be more.
I don't know if it
footage
did
we'll
it for me as a trailer, to be honest with you.
It's a little. I'm
Soft.
with you. It's a little
Feels
soft.
soft.
Yeah. It doesn't quite hit. The tone is kind of there, but not really. It's interesting. I don't know what it is. It might just.
It's
be a
relying
bad-
on what people know already.
Yeah, a little bit. I think you're right. It doesn't really tell you much about who, why, when, and where. Like if you were coming into this and didn't know the video game, I don't know if this would sell you on.
This trailer would sell you.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I feel
think
you
we're
a
all
little bit.
close
Like
to the game.
it's only very subtle that they're just like, why are they after you? And she's like, I think they're just really impressed that it didn't turn to a monster.
Right.
But I think like if you don't know any context about The Last of Us, you'd be like, huh? But I think that's
Yeah, I'm not
fairly
a big
obvious.
Last of Us person. I didn't play it. I'm not I mean, I know I'm close to it through retro, but
Mhm.
I don't know a lot of the story about the characters. So to me, I was just a little bit like meh.
Yeah.
As far as the trailer goes, I'm still going to
Yeah.
watch this thing. I
Mhm.
still love those
Yeah.
actors. I love that little girl is doing such an amazing
Yeah,
job.
Bella Ramsey
But
is
I'm
doing
just breaking
great.
it down as a trailer. I'm saying I don't know if it
I
enticed
agree.
me as much. The teaser
It's
was even better, I thought.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree. The trailer is a little like I don't know if it's just the editing. It's a little all over the place. It feels like a TV trailer. It doesn't feel as epic like a movie trailer like would. I don't you know what I'm saying? It almost feels like a TV trailer. I guess I wanted more out of the trailer. Um, but I don't know. I hear you. Stephanie, what are your thoughts?
I mean, oh, I just spotted Troy in the trailer. I was like, I was going through it and I just found him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he is. I saw him
Uh,
there. He's the bad guy with David, I presume. I think that's David.
Yeah.
yeah, is that David?
I think so.
Probably we see him kind of throw a cleaver down next to Ali. And I think that's kind of a shot right out of the video game. So
Yeah.
Okay.
he's
Because I was gonna
Troy
ask
looks to play
how
one
much
of his
I was gonna
henchmen.
follow.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because I was gonna ask
Oh
how much
yeah,
I was gonna follow, like the games. Like, is it because like there's obviously gonna be multiple seasons of this, right? Like this isn't a limited series.
I
you would
don't know. I
think.
don't think
Or-
we've
or
ever
is it?
heard anything about it.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything. I mean, we know there's a second game, and the second game could probably be like 2 or 3
Mhm.
seasons. It's so massive. But from what I
Okay.
understand, this season is, and just from the shots, it's a 1-to-1 to the game. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
you could
Yeah.
line up
'Cause
some shots to the game footage, and it's almost exactly the same,
Mm.
like shot for shot. So
yeah.
And I think that's because what's his face is so involved, right? Like these
O'Neill.
yeah,
the
Druckmann.
is-
Mhm.
Druckmann.
yeah,
Yeah. And you're going
Mhm.
back to the well, and should rightly so. And I think that helps. That I personally like it when they do that, when they stick tight to the game, when they make too many, uh, they go off too many tangents. I'm kind of like, you ruined it for me.
Yeah, I think
Troy
the one
Baker
thing
as
I really
henchman
like.
one.
Good
Yeah,
chat.
he wasn't in the trailer, was he?
He was.
He
'cause,
was.
he was
He was.
Yeah.
You
just
saw him?
briefly.
Yeah. I really like the use of practical effects in this, though. I like that everything is built like all of the rubble or whatever or the I don't even know what to call this stuff, but there's like a staircase he's walking up,
Yeah,
and there's
I
all
love
this stuff
that.
growing, like or even like
It's
things
people.
like
It's
life.
people that
Oh,
have
that's
like piled
people?
up against the wall, and they've
Mhm.
obviously either turned or killed themselves or something. Like they're actually part of the
Yeah.
fungus.
See,
Yeah.
that's so cool because like
It's
that's
so
kind of
cool.
like it's almost like Pirates of the Caribbean and like you know he's like a
Yeah.
part of the ship, like part of the crew, like he's literally like
Part of the
morphed
ship, part of
into
the
the
crew.
you know like
I get you. I feel you on that.
in the boat. And so it's like that's the kind of stuff that gets me because it's I feel like sometimes some of these movies now everything is too visual, and even though it looks really pretty, like I like having this like tangible thing. Like like I'm looking at a shot like 4 seconds in, and they're walking down a roadway, and there's all these cars parked and these vines growing through like
Yeah.
the cars. Like it just looks really
Pulled.
cool.
That's a shot right from the game, basically.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah,
Like you
and-
can see the Capitol in the background, the gold dome. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
down to the T. Yeah.
And how fun
Um,
for Neil, like to bring all of this to life and like physically match things to the game. Like how cool, like to watch that from being made in the game. Like I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
The detail in this looks spot on.
I hope so. I'm cautiously optimistic as I am almost anything. I wonder, and Pagan, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. But do you think so? The game, I mean, you play it for 15 plus hours, right? Like you're immersed, right? Not to say that I don't know how
Oh,
many episodes
that's a
there are.
long time.
Probably what 10, 11 episodes. So you're going to get 10 hours of Last of Us. But are you going to get that like that tenseness that is in the game when you're like low on health or a clicker? There's too many,
Oh.
you know, like are they? Do you think this is going to be able to sell that that you're Joel, you're playing this character, you're playing this like this, you're feeling that sorrow. Like, are you getting that right in the trailer? Do you think that's delivering here?
Yeah, I do. I definitely do because of it's super tense because of the way they drop things about how Joel is scared. So they said in the trailer like it scared him because he knows what's coming and he knows what's ahead and he's been doing it for however many years, 25 years or something, since it broke out. I think that they will succeed in that. I know the game is a long-ish game, especially if you're exploring the areas and you draw such a good connection to the characters, even outside of the cutscenes, because of the interactions that they have, and it's wonderful. Yeah. I think they're going to nail it. I think they're absolutely going to nail it in this series. And in the trailer, we got to see so much from the game, like you said, Drew, like one-for-one shots, like when they're crouching behind the car and they see the truck pass. And that's such a really interesting story, because now we hear about how Joel used to do this. He used to be on the other side of this, so he's a bad guy. And I want to see more of like that. I want to see more of the play on how dangerous Joel really is. But I think they're really going to nail it with that. They see a lot, though. You see the winter sequence as well with David. You also see part of the prequel series, I believe, with Ellie as well, when she's smashing up stuff. And I believe that's probably when she's bitten. Because she gets really angry and she's upset that herself and her best friend are bitten. You just see so much. You see so much in this. I didn't actually notice. I've seen this trailer before, but I've never noticed Ashley in this trailer. And when I just noticed her there, I was like, oh, fucking, this is so cool. Yeah. I love that Ashley and Troy are in this. I think that's such a good nod to them and who they built the characters. Like, they really did build the characters that have made everybody fall in love with the game. So yeah, I have nothing but positive outlooks on this. The bloater looks fucking epic. It looks dangerous. It looks really scary in a way that's like tense, like it's horror. And I think they're really gonna nail it with the silences and just the clicking. Like that should induce fear. And I think anybody who's played the game will automatically go in with that, and anybody who hasn't played the game will get that sense very quickly. So yeah, I have nothing but positive.
Is it a limited series, like just one season?
Unsure. They haven't said.
Yeah,
I imagine they would make it.
That's what I was wondering.
I worry how they're going to like drag it out. You know, sometimes you watch a TV show and you're like, well, those 4 episodes could have been combined to one. Like, I wonder if they might get there, because, you know, it's a first person shooter style in the sense that they just keep shooting the bad guys. I like that they're going to the other storylines though to bring in some interest. So
yeah, no, you see Sam and Henry in this as well. I think like what you're saying. I totally understand what you're saying. Like, will they drag it out to 2 or 3 seasons? The trailer almost insinuates they're doing it in one, because they show you every season, almost every season. Like every big plot point of the game. Like you're almost seeing hints of that in the trailer. So maybe they are just doing it in one.
I think so. I think it's going to be a complete one. Like they're going to finish game 1 here. This is season 1 or one.
It seems
one
like
show.
That. Yeah.
One. The only thing they're not showing is like the hospital stuff at the end. But yeah, it's pretty. This feels like it's going to be like a completed story. Obviously, the story continues and with the second game, so they could obviously carry that on. And they probably will if this is successful. I don't see why they wouldn't. Yeah, again, I'm hopeful. I'm not a big fan of the shaky cam stuff. I'm still seeing some shaky cam like style. I know that they're doing that for realism. I'm not a fan of that shot style. So I hope I can get over that when I'm watching it. It might drive me nuts, but you know, it does look pretty epic. For a video game show, this is the highest quality, most prestige.
It's the best I've ever seen.
It's the best I've seen too, right? Even better than Uncharted, as far as in the sense that this is a more true version of the story, right? Like it seems to be a more one-to-one comparison. So I will give them lots of props just for the big swing here. And it looks like they're going all in. And
HBO spent some money to make that look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's definitely one I'll watch. Okay, so we got 3 out of 4 though. I expected going in here being a lot crankier. I got 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4. That's good.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah, they were good trailers. Like there was some pretty solid stuff here. That's why I was kind of like, wow, there's a lot of like.
We had to talk about everything.
Last week was kind of like wild. I was like, holy shit, that's a good trailer. Oh my god, Indiana Jones! And then they dropped this Last of Us. Like I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, I think I saw.
You think they would have timed this out better, so like they get more news. They had more time for people to talk about it.
Oh, All in the Game says the series is the largest television production in Canadian history, but I'm Canadian, so that's not that hard. Did you ever watch Beachcombers? I think that they made that for a case of beer and a toonie.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff isn't made in Canada. That's true, though. Like all those. Well,
yeah, they make more now.
The
a lot more now.
Shows.
Thanks to Vancouver.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm excited for all of these.
I can't believe we got all that done in an hour.
I know.
Right?
We did so
4
well.
trailers.
I could talk to you about the
All right,
lobster
we're wrapping
virus.
this up. Hey, Drew, how
Yeah.
many more of these are we doing before the end of the year? Are we taking a little break, or what are we doing?
Yeah, we'll probably take a break over Christmas. Come back mid-January. We'll see. But yeah, we spend time with our families, regroup. We'll probably look at the format, see if there's anything we want to change, and just kind of come back with a fresh look. And if you guys have any thoughts on what you'd like to see more of for Trailer Talk, we'll probably be back next week, and then probably take a break after the next week.
Yeah, it's a good show.
'Cause
So
usually it's
remember,
pretty-
go over,
it's a-
go visit us on CouchSoup. We really want to see the love over there. There's lots of good stuff going on over there. So please come and join that community. I know a lot of people here are already from there, so always nice to see familiar faces.
Yeah.
And don't forget
no,
to
it's,
subscribe.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
we got a lot of good stuff. I'll just shout out Pagan's continuing with Dead Space over that'll be launching on YouTube. Is that later today? At
It's
3?
later today, yeah, at 3 p.m. PST.
Yeah.
So that's
girl.
already
We have,
ready to
next episode
go.
of Dead Space. Nice.
I
It's a good
know.
series. And then Dan's new show, Screen Smash, his podcast is we're doing a test run on Twitch every Monday. I think they'll probably take a break over the holidays as well, and then we'll do an official launch in January for that show. So go on over on Twitch on Mondays, I think at 7 p.m. PST or 6. I might be off on that, but check out that show. It's
Yeah,
going
put
to
it
be
on the
good.
chat
It's all
here for
about
you guys.
gaming, all about the gaming side of things. So if you're into games and want the news and tips and all that stuff, he has a rotating guest list and co-hosts.
Cool. That's going to be fun.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then other than that, just we'll be continuing to crank out articles. And then if you want to, like PJ said, join the conversation, head on over to CouchSoup.com. Join. It's free to join. If you want to support the channel, we love you, and you can do that there as well. And check out our circle, community circle. We're always in there, kind of chatting about stuff and nerding out. So
Nice.
we'll see you guys next week.
Alrighty.
I don't know
Thanks,
what
Pagan.
we're gonna watch.
Thanks, Steph.
Thanks,
We're
everybody.
in the world.
Well,
I'll see
bye.
you guys soon. Bye
Bye-bye.
now. Bye.